Humanity's first confirmed summit of Mount Everest was not achieved by one man, but by two. And one of the most important reasons they reached the top was trust. On May 29, 1953, Edmund, Hillary, and Tenzing Norgay stood on the highest point on Earth. But this was not the story of one man conquering a mountain. It was the story of two men tied together by a rope, walking through thin air, freezing wind, and deadly uncertainty, knowing that if one failed, both might never come back. For many years, the world focused more on Hillary. But the truth is more powerful. Tenzing Norgay was not a background figure. He was an experienced mountaineer, a vital partner. For decades, Mount Everest had defeated everyone who tried to reach its summit. At more than 29,000 feet, the human body begins to fail. Every breath feels incomplete. Before 1953, many had tried. Some were forced back by storms, some by exhaustion, some never returned. Everest became a question. Could human beings ever stand on the top? The two men who would answer that question were different. Edmund Hillary was from New Zealand, a beekeeper who understood hard work, patience, and physical endurance. Then there was Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa who had spent years climbing in the mountains. He knew altitude, ice, and danger in a way few others could. Hillary had strength, Tenzing had instinct. But Everest would require more than either man had alone. It would require them to become a team. The 1953 expedition was a massive effort. The world remembers the people at the top, but history is built by many hands. Still, at the end, it was one rope and two men. Another pair tried first. Tom Bourdillon and Charles Evans came close, but had to turn back. Their attempt gave the team information and opened the way for Hillary and Tenzing. On May 29th, they began their final climb. In the death zone, the lungs struggle and the legs weaken. Step by step, breath by breath, the rope between them mattered. Near the top, they faced the Hillary step, a dangerous wall. Just two men, trusting that the other would do his part. And then, finally, the slope began to ease. At 11:30 a.m., they reached the summit. For the first time, humans stood on the highest point on Earth, only snow, sky, and wind. But they could not stay. The news was a global sensation, but over time, the world told the story unevenly. Tenzing was central to the success. It was a partnership of equals. People asked, who was first? But they reached the top as partners. Everest did not reward ego, it rewarded teamwork. Who trusted whom enough to keep going? The 1953 summit proved the impossible could be reached. Greatness is about standing beside someone when everything around you is trying to break you. They reached the summit together, two different lives, one rope. Find the right person to hold the other end of the rope. No one truly stands alone.